which was maybe. I guess we'll see.
Welcome back to Bristol Motor Speedway, qualifying in the book, so let's get to it. Take a look here
Justin,
at
when we
our
start
starting
rolling,
grid.
can I slide down
On the
in front
pole
of you
position with a
please?
lap time of 14.592 seconds. It's a 71 of
Absolutely.
Connor Leach. Outside front row, the number 69 of Larry Dickerson came up 1/1000th of a second short. Row 2, it's Brian McCann and Chris Klein. Row number 3 belongs to Justin Johnson and Paul Durkee. Mark Collins and Sean Roberts will round out row number 4. Row 5 is Vincent Short and Brandon Coleman. The 11th starter will be the 32 of Nick Biddy. Chris Gomes.
Bristol.
Jesse Redding will start 13th. 14th is Albert Anderson. 15th starter, it's the 31 of Scott Milner. Ryan Fasoto.
No fast repairs. Full send at turn 1. Truck's loose.
18th spot. Double O Joe.
Brake pedals disconnected.
Zero will start 19th.
Very loose.
Blaze to his right elbow.
Truck ain't even running.
21st starter, it's Justin Johnson. 22nd, Jarrett Woodard. Correction, earlier it was Justin Lawson that was 5th quick, not Johnson. Justin Johnson 21st, Woodard 22nd, Skylar Herod will
Butt
start
kicker's
23rd,
kicking.
Mark Truxell 24th, Mike Fahey 25th,
Dang.
Eddie Rose will start 26th, 27th is Jason Steptoe, Russ Endicott 28th, Rick LePage 29th, and Tom Barrett will
Derek, I
round
didn't
out
get
the
my
field,
EOL
shotgun
apparently.
in
Tell
the
me to pass
30th
everybody there.
position. Your starting grid here from Bristol Motor Speedway. We're getting ready to roll.
Got that mic check. Looks like everything's working. Except for
Microphone
Facebook.
check a 1 2 1 2.
For some reason, Facebook didn't launch.
Solar in the
Oh
chat
well.
says hashtag free gones. There's got to be a story there. If you're going to say that, you
Nothing was
gotta say it.
missed.
We need the backstory.
I'm kidding.
Probably gonna have to extend it, let these guys get shuffled around.
I ain't got time to diagnose it.
Race details again tonight. 155 laps.
Come on up,
distance,
21.
air
Won't
temperature
me stay behind you.
72 degrees Fahrenheit. Perfect night for racing.
155
Lori,
laps.
can I get
Partly
EOL,
cloudy
please?
skies, 2-mile-per-hour breeze. Track temp 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Drivers starting with a 60% capacity fuel load tonight. 2 sets.
I think the league that I broadcast for on Sunday nights did 200 here recently. That's what I'm saying. 155 seemed really short.
Green white checkered finish if necessary.
Before we go green here, am I on the front stretch or back stretch? No, I think I see myself. There it is, 7 on the front
Yeah.
stretch. All right.
Yep. Now, if you queued all the way in the back, that'd be a different question.
Yeah. It's a double pit road entry, so
It's off here. We're going to go an extra lap.
we'll have to go in on the turn
Trying to get the field lined up
4.
right
I got to
where
remember
everybody
that.
wants them to be. We're having to
All right, I'll help you.
enforce some penalties from the previous race. End of line penalty.
Where will I?
Get lined out. So this time by, maybe we'll go green.
All right, bud.
So,
Pace car's off.
so,
Ready, 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 and go, go, go.
one more.
Way to be on it. You are clear high if you want it. Now one outside.
So Chris Jones jumping in the chat while he's driving.
You're going to be clear on exit. No, you're not. Now you are clear.
Chris Jones catching the EOL.
Watch the wall. Get into a rhythm here.
Come up if you want it.
Let them burn their stuff up. The more they do that, the quicker they get loose. Yellow's out.
Flag in the air.
Albert Anderson somewhere in the back.
It actually seemed like it was tight there.
I save up your pay.
Okay. Well, let's take a look at the weather.
Thank you.
That and look at the info to see if the
Pace cars.
rubber
Very
changed
cool.
on the track.
Okay.
Lap one of the books. Green,
76-degree track temp.
69 to Dickerson, second, McCann,
And
third, Turkey and Lawson round out the top 5.
let's see, track
Thanks for not
dry,
running me over, Chris.
marbles and dust are left on track.
No worries. I wasn't going fast enough to run you
For
over.
the
anyway.
race session?
Let's see.
Leach looks strong, but Dickerson right on
Race
his tail.
is carried over from qualifying. Qualifying is carried over from practice. So yep.
Already we've got trouble in the middle of 3 and 4.
Wonder why it
1 and
changed.
2. Albert Anderson involved in this one.
If it's going to be tight like that, I need to go to the bottom side long run.
Caution number 1.
Well,
Early on here,
we only got
Bristol,
2 laps. We'll have to
showing.
fill it out a little bit more probably.
Yeah. That could be.
Black and yellow truck, that's Albert Anderson. Just got loose on entry. Slides up the track.
Very minimal wind, only 2 mile an hour.
Cleanly. Not much of an
Dim
incident.
time almost
Really,
freaking
one truck
midnight.
spin.
What is that?
Everybody doing a masterful job to not collect the 99 of Anderson. Such a difficult thing to do here at Bristol with the
Oh, Albert.
corners, radius, the banking
Good
being
way
what
to-
they are. It's actually very difficult to kind of see around that corner,
What's
not
that,
knowing
DW?
if there's a truck parked broadside in front of you. So if you do see that here tonight, it is a very difficult
Good job
racetrack
running
to
a good thing
visually
there.
see around that corner. If there's a problem on the exit
Yeah,
or
I
on
got
these
lucky.
corners, whether
Nobody
it's
hit
2
me.
or
Was able to
4,
stay out of the way.
so far it looks like everybody masterfully getting through that one.
Hey, something I saw in a practice session there one night is whoever wins the race tonight, I think victory lane is accessible. I think you can drive up on there.
Watch that one again. Yeah, got to give everybody some credit there. I know
All right,
I've
but
been
we're gonna do
critical
this
of guys in
again.
the past, but I'll give you the pat on the back when it's earned as well. Nice job by everybody. So we ride behind the iRacing pace truck here. First caution of the night at Bristol. Connor Leach still your leader. Dickerson and McCann second and third where they started. Paul Durkee's up 2 and 4th, and Justin Lawson hanging out of the 5th spot.
All right, ready. Go. Nice. Kept the guy on the outside sleeping. Clear up.
Lights are
Still
out.
clear.
Should be going green next time by. There it is, green in the air. Leach waited on it. Dickerson tried to guessed wrong. He'll lose second quickly as McCann sneaks through
Really,
on the
dude?
inside.
Right.
Caution's out.
low, go
Vincent
low, go
Short
low, go low.
wrecked in the back.
That's my fault.
Leach
And Cecil Rose got involved late.
leads the field into turns 1 and 2. Brian McCann right in the tire tracks. Larry Dickerson in the mix as well. McCann did a good job taking advantage on that restart as Dickerson definitely showing pace early here at Bristol.
Really thinking that bottom side is going to be where you want to be
Brian
at.
Come on,
McCann
guys,
running the
let's go.
fastest lap in the race just now, 14.94.
It's just not fast right now, but I bet on the long run it'll save tire.
Pace
Well,
car,
the
exit.
71 was getting tight in that short run, so he started keeping
There you
it
go.
avoiding that
much
Yeah,
further
something.
off the wall on exit.
And there we
Yeah,
go.
He's entering high and getting low real quick.
Yeah, right there at the apex, it just wants to slide up the track.
In this,
Yeah.
The center's just barely.
I saw him hit that wall that one time.
a strong truck in practice, same in qualifying.
All right, thank
Yep. One time is all it
See
took.
what happened here to the 15 just a moment ago.
Guys, just remember, once you start to lose it, just hit the brakes. Don't try to fight it.
Oh, Nick Biddy got the wall on corner exit. Bounced off.
Yeah,
of
man,
it
I know
and
you're
into
mad about
Vince,
that.
Sent Vince into
Like I
the
said, I'm
outside
sorry.
wall hard.
Wasn't a whole lot to do. I was on
That
the brake.
could be night over for the 15, though the truck doesn't look
No, that's
terrible.
just a general, Nick. That's not against you, bud. That's just to remind these guys
Lucky
on this
enough to
track,
be able
you're
to
not
drive
going to say
away.
to hit the damn brakes and stop.
Getty Rose also had an issue. Let's see what
That
happened here
avoid
in the
you from getting
88.
hit
This
from
might
anybody
just been
else.
some avoidance.
Hit them brakes.
Hey Nick, I'm not sure if you were behind me on that
This
restart, but
place
everyone checked
very
up ahead
much
of
like
me.
Dover. It's a self-cleaning track. You could hit the brakes, but you're still going to slide more than you would at,
Yeah, I
at
saw
a
that,
bunch of
Sean,
other
when we
places.
took off.
For sure.
Kind of stops. Doesn't want to run into Vince there. Can't say I blame him. Teammates and all.
Just way too much banking.
Yeah, it's all good, Nick, man. I know how this track is, dude.
So early on here at Bristol, this being a little half-mile short track, I know the tendency is to trade paint, push in some fenders, and cause all kinds of mayhem, but it's so far, just seems like a little tiny bit of driver error for our first two cautions. Of course, Albert Anderson coming around all by himself, a single truck incident. Nick Biddy getting a little bit wide on corner exit. He kind of pancaked.
I'm guessing Steve Singer doesn't realize just how loose the trucks really are.
Another time. Watch the 32 truck just ahead of Vince, top lane. No, he didn't even bounce off the wall, just got a little loose on exit. Of course, it gets loose, it wants to oversteer for you open wheel guys out there. Turns down into the 15.
All right, bud, here we go again. Coming to the box and ready, go, go, go. All right, you're clear all the way around. Nice runoff. Outside. Still their door. Clear up. Somebody wrecked in the back. Be mindful. No caution.
Ready for a restart. Back to the chat.
We're still going. Keep going.
Hey, Steve. Hey, Lori. How are you? And guys, anybody watching, feel free to participate in that chat. Keep it PG for the kids.
Green flag.
Flag in the air. Tyler Leach on throttle. Hits the jump. And a move to the inside. Brian McCann to the bottom of the racetrack.
Yeah, keep a little bit of clean air on the nose if you can.
Not able to get it done. That top lane dominant.
Tag the wall again. There you go.
Leach up the racetrack again. Get the right sides in that top lane. Able to maintain his momentum through the corner. Again, a little bit longer distance to go around the top side of the racetrack, but you carry more speed, especially down the straightaway. Alderkey back in the 5th spot, trying to run down Dustin Lawson.
You guys are coming up on some on the tail end of the field already.
And Lawson really taking full advantage of that high line.
Way to stay strong. You and the leader are throwing fastest laps back and forth.
That's it. Justin Johnson trying to take it away. And Mike Corbu slowing the bottom of the racetrack.
Good run. There's 69.
And had an issue out there, but gathered it up enough to keep us
Outside.
on the flag.
Clear up.
It does appear that Nick Biddy
Way to take that hole.
race. And trouble.
All right, getting bogged down by some slower traffic.
Stay green for now.
Way to get on the binders. One outside.
Jared Woodard
Clear up.
wins the truck, but manages to get it down to the bottom of the racetrack and avoids the yellow. It happened just a moment ago on the 79. Just to the outside of Mark Collins. Collins had a nose to the left rear. Woodard got a little too aggressive, I think, in the top layer of racetrack there on the high side. Comes around even though he's
Thank you, Mike.
lane. Don't put too much wheel into it. Comes
No
around,
problem.
gets the inside pit wall, but again, we stay green. Leader's already in lap traffic. Connor Leach trying to knife his way through. Got a couple of new screen chatters. I don't think I've seen these names yet. Good to see some new faces, or new names, that is. Gabby Venura, hopefully I'm saying it right. Woohoo. Number 3 in the Sisk Speed Shop. We got Brett Balch. Probably screwing that name up too. Says, good luck, Paul Durkee. Thanks for checking in, guys. McCann has lost a little bit of ground here. It's 3.5 tenths back to the 7 for the time being. Larry Dickerson, though, hot on his trail. About a truck length, maybe 2.
Caution.
Oh, Justin, that got a little sketchy there. That's what you want.
Following back up here on Crisco.
I'm
Remember, he had to
just-
go
I'm
to
just
the
trying
back
to
of
be
the
safe
pack
out
to
here.
this race to serve a penalty.
Thank you, thank you.
Qualified 12th, finds himself up into the 14th position. Might be 13th if he can get clear a step
Probably
toe
get
here.
you.
Not wasting any time, marching his way forward. There Goins goes into the 13th spot. Next on the list for him will be the 5 of Mark Truxell, about 5-6 truck lengths down the road.
You are all set up. Choose to choose. Should you choose? There we go. To go down
All
pit
right,
road.
that shouldn't have been a caution.
Yeah, Mike,
And the caution has come out.
And got loose.
I don't know if this was Mike Corvu or Mike was just coming to the pits. I don't show anything
No, it shouldn't
on
have.
track to give me a reason
By no
for this
means.
one. I don't think they were doing a comp caution. I know this league typically does not do that.
Yeah, I didn't get any kind of a replay for the reason for the caution either, so I don't know why it came out.
Still trying to get a gauge on what brought us under this yellow. I don't see anything of it. If anybody else caught it, then you can let me know in the chat. I'll try and find the replay. All I got to do is click that driver's name and then click the yellow flag button.
Maybe it's a net code caution.
Nevertheless, this puts us
Maybe.
under caution for the 3rd time here at Bristol. Connor Leach has led, I think, every lap to this point. McCann will get a reset here. He's in 2nd. Dickerson 3rd. Paul Durkee is 4th. Sean Roberts up into the 5th spot from his 8th place starting position. So far, biggest movers on the day. Furthest up the field is the 3 of Skylar Harrod. He runs in the 10th spot after starting 23rd. Skylar looking pretty stout here tonight.
Hey, Josh.
Another driver that's made 13 positions forward. That is the 50 of Jason
Yeah, I was
back to the 14th
right up on that bumper. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that was horse crap, Mike.
Yeah, I
All right,
pulled
bud,
him
here we go.
Just trying to get out of the way. I don't want to cause a wreck.
In the box now. Ready, ready, ready. Go, go, go. Nice. You got the outside line. Kind of momentum can you carry? There it is. Inside.
So as you can see, doubled up again. It's
Still there. Left front.
The base drop out. Work the back stretch here. Half the lap away.
Still there. Left rear. If you can keep them pinched down a little bit more, you'll definitely get them. Here it is, left rear still. Still side, left rear, not clear.
Left. Green flag, green flag.
You may clear him here. New leader, 7 truck. Good job, Brian. He tagged the wall behind you, too. All right, now clean air is all yours. You do what you need to do with it.
Battle for the race lead is on as Brian McCann jumps to the outside, trying to find a way around. Tried it on the bottom earlier to no avail, but let's see if it works topside.
Wrecking.
At the stripe, McCann leads it.
Caution's out.
Clear. Up
Dang
to
it.
71. Leach going to battle back on the bottom.
Sorry about that, Brandon. I was chasing up the
Caution's in
hill.
the next corner. Truck low. He
I was on him as
pitted.
hard as I could, buddy. I'm sorry.
McCann continues.
Look at that face
to
truck.
away, and there he is, finally clear of Connor Leach. Now Brian McCann, new leader here at Bristol.
Right.
Let's call it lap
He
40.
slammed on the brakes.
Drifting.
See what kind of lap times he can throw down here as he's now in some clean air without traffic. Yes, I said clean air. Even on this half-mile short track, it does matter. And we got trouble. Caution is out. Drew Blaze, Justin Johnson.
Ready with
Looks like Chris Klein.
Forward. They're going to drop down some oil dry here, I'm sure.
Multiple drivers involved here again.
That's Steve
Justin
Spotter.
Johnson, Double O Joe, Albert Anderson, Chris Klein, Drew Blaze.
I had a big shot. I'm double check. I'm pretty sure yours is turned.
Yeah, I think it's
Yours is
Steve.
turned off. Yeah.
We've heard that before and it confused us.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you watch closer here, we'll watch the 10X of Justin Johnson. He'll exit the corner here, and I think he tries to make a move to the right, thinking the 2 of Pasoko is
Looks
gonna
like
get
Chris
into it.
Klein,
Ryan's
Scott
is
Milner, and a couple
coming
others went down pit road. Others have been on pit road for a while, fixing things up a little bit.
Justin gets into the fence, bounces off the wall, and into the 00 Joe Bennett.
Only one car in
everyone
the
else
top
is just
22 has
a
been on pit road
from
so
there.
far, and that's
Blaze,
Vincent Short.
Klein.
And I'm sure that was probably part of the caution 2 cautions ago.
Kind of want to try and look at that from Justin's perspective. Pretty sure
That
I've
was
got
on
that.
lap 44.
Let's see from the roof.
So, long ways before anybody gets up to you.
Watch the 2 there to the inside. Looks like he's going to open up the wheel and come up the track, but then doesn't. And I think Justin was just trying to give him some extra space in case that did happen. Gave him a little bit too much as he gets into the wall.
All right, but it's on you.
Had 4 cautions.
You are
Sorry about that, Vincent.
in the
I
box.
accidentally turned off the truck.
I think that's reasonable for Bristol. I don't know about you guys, but if you go back and watch Martinsville, I think this is a marked improvement. And a track that I can honestly say I really expected it to be more difficult and more of a...
All right, looking inside, down low. He went full send, side by side.
So good.
Still there.
One to go again here with the restart the next time.
Both of you a little tail happy.
Time Brian McCann will be the leader, but he'll be inside.
You are clear low.
Though, being he can fire first. Connor Leach just has to react. See if this is actually an advantage for the 69 of Larry Dickerson on the bottom. His truck is in.
Ready, flag.
Flag in the air. Battle for the lead. Leach gets to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to take that top spot back. McCann working to the outside. Might have scraped the wall there off turn number 2.
I don't scrape walls.
Big time run though through 3 and 4. McCann back to the point. Leach can't.
What happened? What happened to Connor?
Correct truck will run back in the tire tracks of Brian McCann. Loses some ground now. 2.5, 3 truck lengths off.
Not 100% sure. He's been tagging the wall quite a bit. Watch out, truck spinning, stay high. There you go. Good job. No caution, stay green. Next lap, 100 to go.
Larry Dickerson still having a solid day in that 3rd spot. Remember, he started outside front row, missed that pole position by 1/1000th of a second. Here comes Skylar Herod looking to the bottom of the racetrack.
The guy in front just came back on track. His tires are a little bit pissed off. Give him plenty of room. You are clear.
Oh,
Stay high, stay high, stay high. There you go.
Thought that was it.
Go, go. Yep, so did I.
John Roberts idle at the bottom of the racetrack. Still no caution.
1.3 back to Leach.
Rolling. Take a look what just happened a moment ago to the 333 of Sean Roberts.
Down low. Clear low.
Bottom of the racetrack here. You can see the back end just starts to step out in
Up high.
direction and really nowhere for Silko to go.
You are clear up.
Back bumper of Roberts. Roberts will pound that inside wall. That truck's going to be hurt. Very lucky to not draw a yellow flag out of that.
If you think or if you feel you're pushing a little bit and you need to conserve, you got some time. 1.3 back again.
feels good.
Albert Anderson running back in the 17th, 16th, depending on what part of the track Endicott wants to be. Keep swapping that position, but you get the gist of it. Anderson.
After this car, you're going to have a little bit of a pack to contend with.
4 start here tonight. Anderson's still on the lead lap, but still shredding.
Now 1.8 back. There you go, outside.
Mix here. I don't know if he came to pit lane. I don't think he did. So
You're going to be clear up on exit.
Sustained in that impact of the inside pit wall is definitely affecting that truck. You see the left front fender.
Watch them ahead of me real close.
Off that machine.
I got you.
I think Sean's really just hoping and praying he can catch a caution here, because if he pits under green, he's going to lose a ton of time. Loses another lap there. You got a battle up front.
They single filed out. You're going to be able to pick them off one by one.
Second spot. Connor Leach under fire as Larry Dickerson closing in. It's right there.
Brian, pick the bottom in.
Take the first one low. There it is. Outside. Still there, right rear.
Call it,
Clear
Brian,
up.
when you get...
McCann has checked out. Almost a full 2 seconds already. Last lap, 15.36 to Leach's 56.
Bottom.
Benny Rose is on the pit lane.
You got it. You got it.
Here comes Skylar Herod, part of the picture.
There it is. Outside. Clear.
Touching base on Gabby's comment about the 3 of Sisk. I don't think he's in this race tonight. No, he is not. Of course, the Sisk Speed Shop guys are. Leach being one of them in the second spot. Skylar Herod 4th.
Oh, I needed that.
Yellow's out. Sean Roberts crashed.
There somewhere as well.
Oh, I needed that. This is perfect.
Sean Roberts loses yet another lap.
Okay.
Here. He almost got to come to pit
Tell me
lane
when,
and fix the thing, 'cause you're
where's turn-
losing just as
what
much
turn am I
track
at?
position, staying out, waiting for the caution.
That you just exited 4. So you're going into turns 1 and...
Oh, he pitted and I couldn't. Dang it, he got it.
Leaks, though, starting to pull away from.
No, wait, that's him. Never mind.
Still in that 3rd spot, trying to hold off the 3 of Skylar Herod.
I'm so confused. I didn't realize that was
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that was it right there. That's why When you said he got it, I thought you meant he was to your inside, so you couldn't turn in. I didn't know what you meant.
And caution is out.
Good job, bud. Tell me what you got quickly.
Sean Roberts in trouble again. Again, battling a damaged race truck. Running into problems again.
Well, I got a pit here, so.
I
Yeah.
don't think he collected anybody else. Let's take a look.
Whoops. Again, every race I got a whoops.
Not every race. All right. Come on down. You're all set up.
Just looped it. Again, he was kind of forced to run the apron of the racetrack. He was at a slow enough pace that he was getting away with it. But again, he's battling handling issues on that truck. He smacked that inside pit wall pretty hard with the left side. Put some tires on it now, likely to get some repairs made. We are approaching the halfway point of this race. Interestingly enough, Brian McCann stays out.
You're gonna have clear exit when you're ready.
Set of tires, and he's going to rely on track
All right, come,
position
come,
and
don't
his
speed.
abilities to keep him up in a reasonable position on track, knowing that the likelihood of an additional caution down the line here is probably going to happen.
If they say anything, you could try saying that truck was to your inside and you couldn't turn down pit road.
This could
It
actually
would be
turn into a
legit.
penalty for him.
Nah, we're good.
All right.
So Leach will retake the race lead. Turkey will be the outside truck. And it looks like Lawson, Endicott, short. Remember, Vince was in a pretty significant.
All right, got to restart
crash. We thought his
P15.
day might be done.
Just want to make it interesting.
Vince stuck with it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Uh-huh. His machine.
Like Groucho Marx tapping on his cigar.
Now in the top five. Speaking of guys that have made some things happen in this race so far, Chris Goins.
All right, but pace truck's off.
Teammate Vince.
Yeah, ready, and go, go, go.
Now also into the top five.
You're clear high. Watching in front of you as well. You're still clear up. Outside. Check up, 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 check up. Stop, 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 stop. Good job, good job. All right, Brian, good job.
So lap 73, we'll get the restart lap 74.
That took out like 3 or 4 trucks right there. You went from 15th to
Flag in the
10th.
air.
Pace car and 3 and 4.
Battle for second is on between a couple of goats. Paul Durkee, Justin Lawson side by side. Lawson looking
I don't
for
know
race
why I
lead
say
now.
stop, because I know these things don't stop on a dime.
Leach wants none of it. Drives away.
I considered it, and then I looked right, and I was like, well, hell, I can just hit the throttle here and be clear. And then all of a sudden, here comes the truck.
Big time trouble. Skylar
Yeah.
Aaron, Jesse Redding, and Larry Dickerson
I'm ahead
is
of
in
you, Scott.
this.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't look to be too severe for
Yeah,
the
my first day
69
out.
of Dickerson, but we'll have to see. Some rear end damage certainly to the 69 truck. Let's take a gander, shall we? Watching Mark Collins here. This looks to be the first truck to have an issue, unless this happened before. Ah, Jesse Redding comes around. Big impacts here. Big time impact for
Yeah,
Skylar
Anderson,
Aaron,
Endicott,
Collins.
Dickerson, Pasoko, and Collins, I believe, were involved in that one.
Watch the 21. I think this was self-inflicted here. I don't think there was contact to initiate the spin. I don't know if Jesse just got too hard on the brakes, a little too much rear brake dialed in. Nevertheless, it comes around. Herod gets into him. Then Collins, then Steptoe. I think the 19 to Fahey got a piece of this. Tom Barish will run into Fahey.
Back him up. Let's do it again.
Right. All right, P9.
See Brian McCann trying to skate through on the bottom of the racetrack. Let's see
Yeah,
if we got
P10. P10, yeah.
Well, caution number 6, and we are halfway here at Bristol. Top 5 is Leach, Lawson, Durkee, Chris Goins, Short.
All right, ready.
Milner,
Go.
Mark Truxell, Brian McCann.
They spun behind you. Keep going. Yellow's out. I don't know what just happened to that guy behind you. I mean, he just turned straight left. I don't know if he got rear-ended hard or what happened.
Race car, middle back.
I'm
Field
forced to
reserve
guess
4.
there's contact.
Green flag.
Yeah, we got one more turner here around again.
Be ready with, there you go. Be ready with that
Mark
brake
Collins
stuff,
in this,
guys.
Jarrett Woodard in this.
We're going to drop down some oil dragger, I'm sure.
Since we're kind of at a disadvantage here, I wonder if around a lap 100, if there's another caution pit for new tire.
That's worth trying.
Watch the 3 here.
I can set it up.
Unless I get like
I don't know if there's a downforce issue.
top
with
5
the 3, but we'll
before
find out.
100. I don't know.
Just loses it.
Okay.
As soon as he gets
It'd just
to
be
the
nice to
power,
have
he's
an
around.
advantage if I get back up to the front.
Well, I mean, you only have one set of tires left anyway, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Does look like Redding got a piece of it. Collins having his own issue. And then Jarrett
Okay.
Woodard just can't get woed up in time. Gets into the back of the 3 as well.
All right, you're all set.
Tom Janikowski mixing it up with his post. Still the high 5 and the checkered flag, but also got the hammer and the wrenches going because it is Bristol after all. What's going on, Tom?
But then I'll be like 19th or 18th coming out, so that'll suck.
Well, I mean, right now, 21st on back is on pit road for 4, 5, 6 minutes. So, 20th, Mark Collins has been on pit road for 50 seconds now. So it's likely that there's going to be more added to that list in the next 20 some odd laps.
And the only way that I can come out ahead is if it goes green that way. But if it's a caution fest, and I won't be able to pass. So I'm kind of going back on what I was thinking.
Okay, well. All right. Let's see what happens here. Ready, ready, ready. Go, go, go. Good jump. You are clear low if you want it. Now low, now low.
Doubled up, ready for the restart. Front row will be Powder Leach.
Clear now, one outside.
Row 2, Lawson and Goins. Vincent Short and Coleman.
Clear high.
Steptoe, Milner, McCann, Truxell round out the top 10.
Oh. Hold on to it, Brian. Hold on to it. We're still green. Still green. Go, go, go. Look at that. You actually gained a spot in that. Keep going. Take it low. Take it low. All right, one outside. Yellow flag's out.
Checking out third pace car a little bit here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the right front, or take a look at the right side.
Hey Connor, sorry about getting into you there. I think you scrubbed the wall a little
Nope,
bit.
nothing going on. No splitter
Lane
issues.
restart. Leach leads
You
it.
are
Lawson,
clean and
Durkee,
green,
now
sir.
Lawson, Gones, Durkee, and Cole
Hey,
in the
Derek.
top 5.
These start around
Side-by-side
8
battle for
on
seconds
Tuesdays.
is on. Chris Goins trying to get more of
Did you hear
action
me,
here
Connor?
to the inside of the 20 for second. Real loose for the 4. He straightens it out.
Hey, sorry, Brian. I fucking finger snapped.
87 laps in the books here at Bristol.
racing this weekend, Derek?
Get a side-by-side break. Nope, there it is.
Davis and
Caution.
Joel.
Larry Dickerson involved in this.
Tell me about your race car. What do you mean?
And Mark Truxell as well. Both drivers facing perpendicular to the race direction. See what happened here just a moment ago with the 69 and the 5. Larry just got loose on exit.
I can
10-4.
see a scratch.
Now he did just get tires recently. Old tires can be a little tricky sometimes, but still minimal damage on his truck. Should be able to continue without major incident. With that here, we're going to step aside and get our side-by-side break out of the way anyway. Stay with us. We'll be back after this.
I met Marco Scarza.
Get to start on the inside this time. I don't.
met Marcos Garza, and that was it.
I don't like. I don't like that top side until it gets spread out.
Yeah.
Yeah, those commercials come on strong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to turn it back on. Oh no, my 3D printed thing broke. I just noticed that on my steering wheel.
All right, pace truck's off. Get ready and go, go, go. He went early this time. Got one right rear and clear up, Ryan. Nice. You're going to be clear low on exit. Take this spot also. Still inside. Clear low. Everybody that's with you is all in on lap 70, so you're all somewhat equal. One outside. Still outside. Clear up. Nice run off. Outside now. Clear up. Yeah, Brian, picking them up, laying them down. Let's go.
Oh, got my tires hot though. There we go.
Yellow flag. All right, P4. Well, you were saying about lap 100.
Can I do it again though? I'd have
That was
to.
turn 4 right there. So if you're going to go down, I believe you have to go down right now, so you don't get. Looks like they're staying out.
Yeah, track position.
Yeah.
Oh, not.
You would have come out possibly P15.
Still can.
14.
Nah, Derek, it's I did scale it today, so I got the scaling
Speedway
done
working caution number
right before
9.
this race.
Still not seeing what has caused this one.
I didn't get much practice right in this race, but I got the cart scaled at least.
Still dominating here. Got to give a call to Chris Goins, though. Again, it shows he's only made up 10 spots because he qualified 12th. He runs
But no,
in
it's
the second
not.
Position, but effectively
I got a lot of stuff to do
about the
to it.
20th position.
All right.
Having to serve a EOL penalty to start.
Let's see. Larry Dickerson back in P11 is on the newest tires. He was down pit road lap 88. 2 spots behind him. Pasoko, Klein, and Redding just came down on lap 97. So you're talking 13 positions. No, take that back. 9 positions.
Nice, Derek. Same brand or different brand? Gotcha.
All right, guys, 55 left. Yeah, let's
Pace truck's off. And ready, ready, ready. Go, go, go.
come on.
Corey's sleeping a little bit. You're going to have some momentum on the high side. Push, push, push. Clear low if you want it. Back inside. Still got one inside. Clear low. Clear all the way around.
56 laps to go.
Except for the wall.
Start the next time by. It'll be 55 remaining in that 101. Front row will be Connor Leach and Chris Goins. Real curious to see if the 4 has got anything for Connor Leach. Brian McCann was able to get by, but now McCann mired back. Flag back in the air. Big time jump there for Connor Leach. Jones really didn't have a shot, but Lawson fired out of McCann, and he'll take that second spot. Turns 1 and 2 without much of a problem at all.
Slow truck on the bottom, next turn. Stay high.
Things to the right rear of the 20 machine.
Inside. Clear off.
Second, still hot and heavy. Chris Goins.
P3.
For Hot Tamales F-150, the bottom of the racetrack. Top side, still the iBuy Power number 20 of Justin Lawson.
4 wrecked and hit the wall behind you, still staying green. Yellow's out.
Turn number 4, still side by side, and Vincent Short goes around. Still no caution. Short's going to try and get it righted here.
48 to go, Brian.
Vince gets it going, no yellow. Race leader is going to go on by the outside, put the 15 a lap down. Meanwhile, Lawson has managed to get clear of Chris Goins. Goins loses the 3rd spot to McCann, back to the 4th position now.
I almost went down there.
I saw
Lucky
it.
dog got by.
Newest guy, or the guy on newest tires, is sitting P9 since Larry Dickerson just went down pit road. So 6 spots behind you.
Tom Janikowski in the chat says, my first racing series on iRacing was a Numb Thumbs Racing League late model series. I learned so much from all the guys in that series. A great group of racers, and as always, a fantastic broadcast. Well, Tom, I appreciate that. I don't think we covered the late model stuff with Numb Thumbs, but man, we have covered a lot of truck series races with them over the years. Let's take a look, see what happened here to the 3 just a moment ago. Put us under yellow. for the 10th time tonight.
Larry Dickerson, who was fast, he went in. So I can't now.
Seems to be a one-truck incident.
He might actually win this thing. I think going in right there might have been a pretty good call.
Track and around it goes. And Skyler was damaged in a previous accident. Might have been 2. Klein's going to get the wall trying to avoid.
Always go with your gut, sir.
A bit here as we saw Vincent Short have an issue. Let's see if we can go back and watch Vince's crash, or I don't think it was really a crash, just more of a spin than anything. Watch the 15 truck here. This is getting into, I believe, 3 and 4. Yeah, just comes around on him on corner exit. Did get that inside safer barrier a bit, but still able to drive away from the scene. Believe it or not, laps winding down here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
All right, 45 to go. Coming to the box. Ready, and go, go, go. Side by side with the outside line. You are clear up. Now outside.
And if you're just joining us, the street.
There you go. Good run off. You got a little loose behind you.
Hey, I do have it limited as far as bumps.
Gained a little bit of momentum back.
Sentences and hit enter and sentences.
Clear. There you go. Nice.
Enter it. You're gonna have to wait. Get it out in one shot, like Tom Jankowski. Nicely done. Again, keep it.
All right, Brian. You took this guy before. You can do it again.
I know it's not made for kids necessarily.
Caution's out.
Kids watch.
Ooh, Larry made it up to 8th, didn't he?
It's a video game.
Yes, he did.
Green flag in the air. Leach takes him to the stripe. Good jump again. Battling on for second. McCann to the inside of Lawson with ease. And he's
if I go in, I'll be behind Larry, though.
Set race lead from Leach.
Should have went in earlier.
But you'll also have newer tires than everybody in front of you.
Sticking to the right side of Brian McCann. Wants that second spot.
Chris Goins just went down pit road. That's the Ford truck.
Clear ahead.
Not sure who we had in this one. Might have been Jesse Redding again. 21 certainly looks like it's been running in a short track tonight.
Look at dog up high.
That moves Larry up to P7.
Real good chance Larry's going to win this.
Big wiggle on entry. Shoots him up the racetrack. Pasoko had a bit of a run to the outside. Was certainly not expecting Jesse to have to save the truck.
What do the points look like in this league?
Redding getting the worst end up.
I'm not racing Larry. I'm racing Connor. So that's why I'm kind of following Connor and leaning towards that way. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Chris Goins will come to pit lane.
So I'd rather finish around Connor than finish like 10th or something.
Going into the number 4 Hot Tamales F150.
Fair enough.
Crew around to the left.
Makes sense.
A 4-tire change.
Big
for
picture
Chris
racing.
Goins. Drops
Got
the
it.
jack. He's down and away in 14.75. Not a great year, but a good pit stop for Chris Goins.
Go around, Sean.
Goins with fresh tires now will come out in the 11th position. I like this strategy.
Let you
This is
back
a
by, I
pretty
gotta
good
go
call.
weld.
I know you probably could wait a little bit longer for some more cautions as this race progresses, but now his pit work is done. Likely should be plenty of fuel to the end. He's got the tires on. Again, 40 laps to go here at Bristol. That's not a ton of time. Even if we do get a rash of more cautions and guys come down in pit, he's really not beating up the tires too bad in between.
He couldn't make it this week, Derek.
Looks like Goins will still restart here within the top 10, so didn't have a whole lot of trouble getting through the field from 20th up to the 2nd spot, then battled for the lead for a moment. We'll see what he can do from 10th here, latter stages of this race.
All right, but here we go. Ready, and go. You're going to have a shot at the outside. All right, you moved on up.
Classic.
Pulling low outside.
Like some Brian McCann, Dustin
Right front.
Lawson, and others.
Now door.
Making it look easy.
Still door. Right rear. Side.
I assure you it's not.
71's way up high. You got room.
Brian
You
McCann.
tag the wall. Clear up.
Holes Barbecue, number 7.
Clear up
I
still.
don't know if it's real, but I sure hope it is.
Here, Steve. Oh, that's funny.
Race truck hits pit lane.
Yep.
And a green flag in the air.
Hey, Josh.
McCann timed it well. Switches lanes, crosses over, gets to the inside of Connor Leach off 2. Might have position here. He wasn't able to get this pass done on the inside earlier. Had to go to the top to get it done.
Where's Larry Dickerson at?
Still side by side at the stripe. I think Leach may have led that lap. The battle continues.
Larry Dickerson is P4. Two spots behind you.
Two.
Caution's out.
Knows he's got to give everything.
I got you,
he
Josh.
thinks to stay ahead of Brian McCann.
I didn't realize you were still here.
McCann was able to get by earlier on in the race and set sail. Put almost 3 seconds of distance between himself and Connor, but Connor holds on to the lead for the time being. Knows he's got to protect that top lane.
All right, this is 3 and 4 if you're going to decide to come down. Coming into 3 and 4 now.
I didn't hear well.
Gotcha.
Top 3 drivers have only made 1 pit stop, so bear that in mind. Caution comes back out.
All right.
They still have a set of tires over the wall, and there's the caution.
So let's be a very, very.
Oh, Pasoko loses it, and then Chris Klein drives right in the driver's door.
15th, 16th, and 17th just went down pit road. Larry Dickerson, yeah, up to P4. Chris Goins is in 8th. He was in on pit road lap 114.
Back it up.
And Albert Anderson in P10 was in on 115.
So Pasoko in the 2, Endicott in the 57.
I hear you, Josh.
Ryan's a bit faster there. Endicott goes top of the racetrack, and I think he might think about closing the door early. He does turn hard left, or he got loose. Nevertheless, they come together here at start-finish. The banking here at Bristol Motor Speedway kind of just cleans itself, sends the trucks down to the inside wall.
Larry's got this race, though.
Skylar Herod's going to get a big piece of this.
I don't know where Larry's at in the points. I don't.
Pasoko gets up on the side of his truck.
Name doesn't ring a bell in top 5. Might be wrong, though.
Yeah.
It's still regular season. We're all right.
Caution didn't come out soon or late enough for Leach and McCann and Lawson to chance it, come to pit lane. Those of you out in the stream watching tonight, if you haven't already done so, click that thumbs up, that like button here for the channel. It helps us considerably, pushes the video out to a wider audience. If you accidentally hit the thumbs down, it can be fixed. I think you just got to click it again to unselect it, or maybe just
All right,
click
here we go.
thumbs up and it'll negate it.
And go.
I like everything, even if I don't like it, because that's just me being a nice guy.
28 through it low. Very much inside. 69's gonna lose it off the backside. Back inside again.
We got Rachel as a new subscriber.
Inside.
Thanks for doing that, Rachel.
Inside, still left rear. Gonna have a little bit more of a bite on the corner. There you go, clear low.
29 laps to go at the stripe.
Get him, Larry.
Dickerson trying to low. It's a little bit of a slide job, not clear. Hold on to it. Good job. Keep going.
McCann didn't waste any time, but was not able to get to the bottom fast enough. Justin Lawson to the inside for the second position, now looking for the race lead, and look who's in fourth. The 69 of Larry Dickerson. He was involved in 2 crashes tonight already. He's worked his way back into contention. Battle for the lead continues. Leach out in front. Battle raging for the second spot. Brian McCann and Lawson.
Ooh, stay high, stay high, stay high. Good job. Keep going, keep going. Inside, you're going to have momentum.
Lawson slips back to fourth. Dickerson on the prowl, bottom of the racetrack for second. Really disrupting McCann. Gets in.
Still inside.
He saves
left
it.
rear.
Loses a bunch of ground. Gonna put Durkee to the back bumper of third place McCann. Dickerson has set his sights on the race.
You got a little loose, a little bit of contact there.
Stop here.
He's kind of pinching you up. Hold your line.
Long enough that he put tires on.
Off the corner.
Plus seconds.
Clear. Good job, Brian.
Some damage.
Keep it going.
But man, that truck is on fire right now. Takes a look to the inside, off turn number 2. Nothing.
He just tagged the wall.
To the bottom of the racetrack in 3 and 4. Does he get clear?
22 to go.
Wait, no, he does. And Leach gets loose. Oh my goodness, he saves it. Leach hanging on to the second spot now. He's going to have to worry about Brian McCann. 24 laps to go. If this goes green to the end, I think it's going to be Dickerson. But will it go green to the end? I doubt it.
Make that 20.
Big time battle still rages here for the second spot. McCann and Leach banging doors out of the corner.
You were a half a tenth faster than the leader last time.
Lawson has fallen back to about the 5th or 6th spot as he battles with Albert Anderson. Albert Anderson from laps down back into the top 5 here with 22 to go. Chris Goins working
Yellow's out
forward now alongside Lawson as well, up to 6th.
Ooh, we racing.
This is what we like to see.
Oh, boy.
Tires, the comers and goers.
Sir.
I don't know how I saved that one where I got like 45-degree angle and almost hit the 69.
Anderson now alongside
That was
Paul
definitely a
Durkee
great
up
save.
in 4th. Albert also made a pit stop at lap 115. 4 tires and fuel.
That right rear is giving out though.
Only one truck behind you went down pit road. That's a 20 of Lawson.
And trouble, the 11 goes around.
Get a look at those temps real quick, bud.
Anderson had a moment as well, but caution comes out for the 13th time.
Chris Goin got new tires. Albert Anderson got new tires. Dang.
Albert Anderson just got a little bit
sir.
too much. Got loose.
I don't want to be passed no more.
When you were concentrating on Leach, he's now behind you.
You don't get the caution there, but it happened right behind him with the 11.
Yeah. I don't know if you're going to have much to say about it.
Well, we got 15 laps, a couple more cautions. They won't be able to do much, maybe.
Yeah, he was just starting to lose it on entry.
We'll see.
Steptoe, who had the grip.
Tires going to get cooled down here.
He's going to be on the inside behind the leader unless he chooses the high side, which...
Take a look here. Watch the 31
possible.
thread the needle here. Scott Milner, watch this. They're wrecking up ahead of him. Goes up the gut.
And you said I was gaining on Larry, right?
If he didn't lift, I wouldn't be surprised. But man, he got through it. Nice job.
Yeah. On lap 135, you were half tenth. On lap 137, you were 8 tenths faster, and then the caution came out.
McCann is second, Leach is third, and they both stay out. They've got tires over the wall, but they do.
I'm sorry, hundredths. Yeah, so half a tenth. Sorry.
I can't say that I blame them. Chris Goins is back there in 5th with tires. Much newer.
He gets a bad start. Do I got a chance here?
6. Got lucky with that.
Oh, I believe you do.
Everybody back up.
I mean, he's gonna have to push.
Not over yet.
Good one, Derek.
Clean air means everything.
Made a pit stop at 107.
I believe you do.
Same as Larry Dickerson. He put tires on. Now Justin Lawson, Chris Klein, Mark Truxell, Jason Steptoe. They all pit this caution. They all took tires. So you want to talk about comers and goers?
All right, let's see what we got.
We're going to see more of that here in a minute.
Coming to line, ready, and go, go, go.
Or chaos for cautions.
Good start. You're right there with him. 71's going to look underneath him. You are there. 71's with you. 69 got a little loose. He's pinching you up track. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear off. Clear off. 71 charging low. He's not going to have anything for you. Momentum is all yours. So is the clean air. That's King. New leader 7.
So, doubled up.
And the more they battle behind you, the better it is for you.
14 to go at the stripe. Tom Janikowski's point, the drivers at Bristol have to be aggressively patient the whole race. How do you do that? Green flag in the air. Dickerson leads down into 1, up the racetrack a bit. McCann to the outside, Leach to the bottom. They were 3 wide for a moment, but Leach tucks in behind, now goes top of the racetrack behind McCann. McCann trying to work the outside. This is how he passed Leach before. They're 3.
Gonna want to stay high here. Yellow's out.
Dickerson now top of the racetrack. He'll have to regroup. Still not clear as Leach to the bottom, but McCann out in front.
Nice way to race that, Brian. Good job.
Well, thank you. I was wanting that to go green.
Breathe.
It wasn't going to work. He made some contact, sends him up the racetrack, stays in second. Down into turn number 3 again. It's McCann.
I know you did.
And Leach, 1, 2, 3. Durkee runs 4th. Gones up to 5th.
All right, Chris Gones is up to P5. Albert Anderson P6, and Justin Lawson, who is in on lap 138, is 7th, and Brandon Coleman, who is in on 139, is P9.
Now let's take a look. What happened just a moment ago puts us under caution again. Steptoe just comes around.
What do you think about taking the high side?
Trying to save it. Short loses it on exit.
I don't think they allow you to pick in this league. I've never seen anybody pick.
Norvu tries to sneak by.
I mean, yeah, it would. Does leader have lane choice?
And Jesse Redding having his own incident as well. Been a tough night for the 21.
Yes.
Oh, I'll take outside then.
There you go.
Guys were getting checked up, and it looks like Collins just kind of right-hooked Redding as Redding was trying to slow as well.
Oh, that outside lane looking mighty good right now.
Never good when you wreck a guy in the straightaway, even if it's an accident.
Yes, sir.
So now 8 laps to go. I think we're going to get the restart at 6 to go. That'll be McCann, Dickerson, Leach, Durkee, Gones, the top 5. Looking back through those drivers again, Chris Gones in 5th.
I just hope they race you clean and leave your back bumper alone.
Yeah, that was some close racing that last go.
Race leader McCann.
Yeah, it was.
71. It does go to show that cooling those tires off did help McCann and Connor Leach as they were able to split Dickerson, take the lead away, move him back to 3rd, and he's got newer tires as well. Again, lap 107 for the 69 truck, whereas McCann and Leach both, laps 71 and 70.
All right, bud, coming up, you are in the box. Good launch.
Keep those tires cool. Just don't know if it's, I don't know, if we get a 6-lap restart here, if we run that all the way to the end without another yellow.
The 3 wide behind you is going to help you. We're going to have a yellow.
Anybody can do it. It's them.
Nope. Keep it going. Keep it going. No yellow.
Start to the inside here. Dickerson might actually be the leader. I don't know if they give lane choice to the leader here in this series. Coming to 6 to go. It'll be the green flag.
Caution's out.
Maybe the last restart of the night.
All right, this is going to help you big because the 71 of Leach is behind you. He's on the same age tires. Dickerson back to 3rd. Chris Gones is P4, and it's going to be green-white checker.
And gets out to the front here. Leach and get into contact with the 13 of Durkee.
You know Connor's going to race me hard. Ooh, boy, this is going to be fun.
We stay green. Wow.
Yep. Good thing for
He falls back to 12th.
control
It's
car
last truck on the lead
benefits,
lap now.
shall we
McCann
say?
continues to lead. Connor Leach second. Dickerson third. Stones is fourth, and the caution is out. Steptoe facing the wrong direction again. Tries to get righted. Russ Endicott in this as well. This comes around on his own. Steptoe again dealing with a damaged race truck. Endicott gets collected.
I'll take that outside line again.
I want to go back here and watch the restart.
I don't know if you got a call it or not, but I'm calling it. Yeah, Josh, I
We didn't get a call.
don't know. I don't think I've ever seen anybody pick it, but
Keep an eye on the 13
Derek
truck here. He
was the guy who said yeah, and he's the league admin.
Might as well move up here, Mark, so you can go back by again.
There were 3 wide. Leach gets to the inside. Dickerson just comes up the track a bit. And Albert Anderson gets collected. So does Durkee. They both smashed the wall, but we stayed green during that.
All right, guys, I'll be up for 30 more
This is
minutes
what
after
put
the
us into
race.
the
You got
yellow
30 minutes to put in tickets
lap
if you got
later.
any. That's 30 minutes. I will not look at it.
So this will send us into overtime, our first attempt at a green-white checkered finish. Maximum of 3.
They ended up 3 wide behind you before. I think we're going to see something very similar.
Yeah, Larry got a bad start on that one. Connor's probably gonna get a much better
71
start here.
Staying on your left rear. He's all the way up track with you.
Reminder, guys, we are off next week. We are off next week. Y'all have a good evening.
'71 really pinching you high, Brian. You're going to need a great restart.
So for those that are new to the series or new
Staying
to
right there with you.
a green-white checkered
And
finish.
you are in the box. Go.
Add laps, basically
Nice.
overtime.
Very nice.
To the race so that this thing has an opportunity to finish under green flag conditions instead of under caution.
71's going to be aggressive.
Comes out.
He slapped the wall a little bit more.
Before the leader takes the white flag.
The line is all yours.
Then we'll line them up again.
Still got the momentum on the exits.
4 laps. We'll do that up to 4
All right.
times if necessary.
White flag.
The leader takes the white flag, crosses the line before
He's pushing.
anything happens. The white flag waves.
Throwing it low.
And that's it.
Left rear.
We're gonna end that race.
Sliding up. No contact. Good job, Brian.
Front row will be McCann on the outside, Connor Leach to the inside.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Here we go.
Good job, sir. Well earned.
Green flag.
Where's the victory lane at?
McCann gets away just a bit, gets the wall.
Yo, that's
so does
a
Connor Leach.
really good
Green
question.
line now
It
behind
It's
is
right here.
He gets to the
through
middle
the fence
again,
right there.
Working the top side.
Yep.
White flag in the air. Final
Thank you, Derek.
lap for Brian McCann. Big time battle here. Dickerson shoots Goins up the racetrack. They're down the back straightaway here. Connor Leach looks to the inside in 3. Last opportunity for the 71. They're out of 4. McCann's going to win it. To the start-finish line. Brian McCann wins. Connor Leach finishes second. Larry Dickerson third. Chris Goins finishes 4th after damaging his truck after a hard impact with the wall. Lawson
Boy, you're like killing all the fans that are there and knocking down the billboards. What are you doing?
McCann going to take an extra lap.
Doing a burnout in victory lane.
McCann going to drive it to the victory lane or is he just parking it? Yeah, he's going up the ramp.
Yeah,
Pop goes the weasel.
yes.
Oh, it's a good thing the
Who was
photographers
that?
aren't up there already.
Oh my God.
Was that
Oh,
Connor?
yeah.
Oh, that was Connor. That's impressive.
That's the way to get up there.
Boom.
And there she goes. What
Oh, that was
win
a
by
fun
Brian
race.
McCann. With that, we're going to step aside here, get our break out of the way. Stay
Good
with us.
job.
We'll be
Good
back with our
job.
top three after this.
I met Marco Scarza when we were doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
He was on me too. I thought he was going to hook me here.
Yeah, he was.
That was close.
That's why I was when I saw him slide up and I said no contact, I knew that was it right there.
I had a feeling he would do that. So I ran it in to that turn extra hard, tried to get away from it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I think I was on the chip pretty good. A little bit. Oh, thank you, Repeat. Good race.
Ah, man, you are absolutely welcome. Way to run that out. Very strong. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll see you. We're off next week, so week after that. All right, man. Have a good one. I got to jump up in the booth. Steve is. All right, man. Have a good one. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Well, yeah. I thought I was on the back stretch, front stretch, whatever. I didn't think it was the right entrance.
I was like, with our guys, I was like sitting there talking like as the race started. I'm like, I forgot to fucking check and like make sure which one.
Oh, Dega. Yeah, that'll be a little bit more chill.
Steve, with track limits, you got me?
Hey, I do.
Brian, congratulations, man. What a victory here at Bristol tonight. Not the best run in qualifying, still solid. A third place start, but a first place finish. Had to hold off hard charging drivers like Connor Leach and Larry Dickerson. Certainly made you earn it here tonight, but walk us through this race. I know we had a bunch of cautions, but we also had a lot of good racing out there. What was it like from the perspective of your Chevrolet?
Yeah, I sat down with about 10 minutes of practice left and went out there, and first thing I noticed, this truck is loose. I couldn't figure it out. And I was like, oh no, this is going to be a fun race. And then and race goes on. I'm kind of learning how to drive and watching Connor and, you know, everybody else's line. You know, they're all running the top side. And I tried the bottom side a few times, didn't like it. And then I messed up on one of our pit stops. I thought I was on the back stretch, front stretch, didn't know which entrance it was and just missed it. And everybody else pitted. So I was like, oh no. And then came out like 15th or something and fought back up through the field and had some really good, tight, fun racing up front there at the end.
Really a blast to watch. You got it done here at Bristol. Win number 3 on the season as we look forward to, well, a much bigger racetrack at Talladega Super Speedway next week. Well, 2 weeks from now, as we're going to take a week off here, I think, for the Easter break. But walk us through your mindset to roll into Talladega Super Speedway. Certainly much different than races here at Bristol. Certainly nice and tight together with everybody, but a different style of racing. How do you approach a race like Talladega?
Scoot the chair back a little bit more, one hand up over the top of the wheel and just relax. I mean, I'm going to enjoy that so much better than these short track races. Oh man, these are, you know, nail biters sometimes. So yeah, just looking for teamwork. So if anybody wants to hook up, let me know.
All right, Brian. Well, again, job well done picking up the 3rd win of the season here, man. Who do you want to shout out to before I let you go?
my family, league admins for putting this on. You for doing an amazing broadcast. Repeat 1980, 1975. Oh no, I'm going to get that wrong. He's going to let's look up Repeat on social media. Amazing spotter. Everybody out here driving tonight, good race. Everybody watching, I know we got a lot of viewers. Thank you, man. Y'all have a good one.
All right, Brian, thanks for talking to us, man. Good luck next week, 2 weeks from now.
Repeat. Oh, there it is. I could have just looked at your name, Repeat. My bad. I went with 85, 75. I got you in, though. See if I can get Connor on here. Yeah. Watching, I know we got. What is going on? Okay, he's not in the booth yet.
Connor Leach, the pole sitter here tonight, our runner-up here when it came down to crunch time at the very end of this thing. Connor, it's Steve with Track Limits. You got a copy? Connor Leach, you got me?
Hey, Steve.
Connor, how are you, man? Congratulations. Second place run. Certainly not what you wanted. Dominant performance here tonight, but it seemed like both times once Brian McCann was able to get around you, that's really all she wrote. Was there anything you really could have done differently to competitively keep that lead?
I guess I didn't realize. I guess I'm bad at reading a rule book. I didn't realize we had lane choice on restarts.
That is right. Let me go read the
outside lane a few times there. But
rule book here.
I don't think that would have made a big difference. It was just kind of just on restarts. There's so many restarts, and you just had to get all you could.
Yeah, it says green flag restarts. Pole leader has lane choice
all day long, and I had pretty old tires, but I think Brian had older tires because he had to run through the field there at some point. But
green flag starts and restarts. Leader has lane choice.
Larry Dickerson. He just
nobody's ever utilized it till now.
That run come from, and then I, found out that he had pit on so and so lap way later than we did. I thought about putting tires on there with I think we had 15 or something to go when one of the cautions came out, and I thought about putting tires on, but I was so busy looking at my standings page there to see where I would end up with guys that were on the lead lap and missed the pit entry. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I made my bed, and here we go. And then we had more cautions from there. But yeah, those restarts got crazy. I think I did the best I could. I think I went 3 wide down the inside a couple of times. Got my spot back from where I thought I should be, but yeah, there were some guys on fresh tires that were really mixing it up.
Restart-wise, not 100% sure on the lane choice rule either. I know that some leagues do, some leagues don't. Might be worth a look. But as far as the pit stops were concerned, you and Brian were actually on the same tire strategy. He actually missed pit entry during the same caution that you had pit.
Larry came up.
One lap of tire differential between each other, but none.
That's a good save, though.
Flag laps were concerned. Larry Dickerson, of course, yeah, he came down. He had fresh tires. Pretty much a lot of those guys behind you on fresh rubber. But interesting to note, too, you and Brian McCann, the only 2 drivers on the speedway on the lead lap that only took 1 set of tires. So that in itself, rather impressive, especially considering the pace you guys were able to maintain.
Yeah, I thought, most of the race were safe. I was saving them for a bit. There was at one point early on in the race before we took those tires, I got stuck
here's
on the
where
inside on McCann.
We went 3.
Good restart on the outside and got to the outside of me, and I was trying to fight back for a few laps, and after just fighting hard on the inside, putting a lot of wheel into it, I just knew the tires just went away immediately. Once I did get back behind them,
I got squirrely there and used the wall to save myself.
The truck don't handle the same way it did before, and then that was kind of, we were looking at the laps left and how many laps we could go on fuel with all the cautions. I figured by about lap 6,
look at that throttle.
I was happy with putting a set on, and I should have probably put the other set on later on in the race, but just never did. I just felt like, I got track position, I want to keep it. At the end, I mean, looking at
3 wide, I didn't.
A lot of those guys were coming.
I did not realize we were 3 wide.
Probably should have put another set of tires
Pete,
on.
if you called that, I didn't.
But I mean,
I didn't hear it.
Second, I'm pretty happy with that result.
Second place here at Bristol. We got
Everybody held their line though.
The holiday, then we go to Talladega Super Speedway. Brian McCann said he prepares for Talladega by just easing back in the seat and relaxing a little bit. I don't think I've ever heard anybody describe racing at Talladega as relaxing, but how do you approach the Super Speedway?
Well, I mean, same as any other race. It's just kind of there is a bit of relaxation, a bit. I'm sure I'll probably have more time to drink beer with those long straightaways, but yeah, hopefully we can come out with a good result. I mean, we got a good team. Hopefully
the last lap of the race was my fastest lap of the race on old tires. Dang.
Team and a few other guys that are in the other team.
We were sending.
Yeah, hopefully we can have a good result, get some team pushes going on. You know, I think one of the other super speedways in the NTRL, I screwed up and wrecked a couple of my teammates out. So hopefully we won't do that again. I'll have a good run.
Well, Connor Leach got the Molsons iced down here for a couple of weeks at Talladega. Congrats on second place here tonight. Who do you want to thank before I let you go?
Just the whole S3 team. Caleb, he came in later on, just giving us some heads up on who had tires, who didn't. Then Skyler, he had a pretty good run, but got in a couple wrecks.
They need to move those bleachers.
Lots of them, and he had some damage on the back of his truck.
It's ridiculous. That burnout pit up top of that building. Why they got bleachers on that?
He had a big one early on that put him out, but you know, props to the team for always showing up. Always have good results, and Nick Bidding Designs for making wraps.
That's a tight circle.
And you putting on the broadcast, and especially Derek. I know he wasn't racing tonight, but him and all his admin team were putting on the.
All right, Connor. Well, congrats again. Thanks for talking to us. Good luck in a couple of weeks.
All right, thanks, Steve.
It's Connor Leach, your runner-up here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Next, we're going to talk to the 69 of Larry Dickerson. Strong run here tonight. Let's see if we can get a word with him. It's the Milk Dud himself, Larry Dickerson. Steve with Track Limits. You got us?
Got you loud and clear.
Larry, congratulations, man. I know it's probably not the finish you were looking for tonight. Outside pole to start this thing off, finish in the third spot after being involved in a couple of wrecks, but took on some tires late in this race, looking like Superman out there, just didn't quite have enough at the very end. What was the difference maker?
Honestly, it's the restarts there at the end. When I took that lead with the fresh tires, and I started checking out, and I was just, with 20-something to go, I was just praying no caution come out, and then, of course, get under 20 to go, a caution comes out, and that's the last thing I needed was Brian and Connor on the restarting them. Even though I have fresh tires, I just never want to see them in your rearview mirror on the restart because it's probably going to end up bad for you. And the restarts just killed me. I'm more disappointed, upset right now more than anything after I feel like I should have won that.
Well, nevertheless, a third place finish, nothing to be too upset about. I know winning is the ultimate goal, but a top three solid points effort here tonight.
Yeah, Larry had a good run.
Super Speedway after the Easter break.
And if that caution didn't come out, he probably would have had it when he got out front.
And Talladega.
Usually I like to try to be up front, don't know them guys in case a wreck happens and no caution come out, and a no caution comes out, then you not take the risk of losing a draft. But I'm pretty sure I got an EOL from that self-spin on my embarrassing self tonight on the back stretch, so I'll probably be starting in the back and just try to play it out. And I don't know. Right now, I'm just, like I said, just upset at myself for letting that one slip away.
Well, chin up, man. You lost to two of the best in the business out there, so it's certainly nothing to be too disappointed about. You held your own. You stayed with these guys. You battled back through some traffic to get back up there. I think job well done. You didn't necessarily finish first, man, but you won on the night.
This was after the first restart on the outside on Larry.
Congratulations at that, Larry. Who do you want to thank before we let you go?
First off,
I just timed it perfect on him, and he couldn't come up.
Everything he does to get sponsors and everything to help promote it. You with your broadcast, man.
Well, that's where he went 3 wide too.
Best in the business, in my opinion. I love going back and watching the replay. As long as I do good, I'll go back and watch this replay and look at me and embarrass myself a little bit in a couple of those wrecks. But you for your broadcast. Big support of mine, Lori. Thank you for all the support she gives me. My teammates, Russ and Albert. Albert, I think, finished top 10, and Russ was having a good run, got caught up in a late wreck. And my sponsor, Angelman Syndrome Foundation, again, as everybody knows, is a form of autism I promote on these broadcasts, help
We
try to raise
running
awareness. So go donate
close speeds. I
anything to
probably,
those
I don't know if I
people,
could have passed them though.
those or any type of organization dealing with autism. You'll be doing people a wonderful cause. And my last two shout outs is uh, um, darn it, Pappy from work. Man, when I see you tomorrow, we didn't get to win, but they knew I was here, and I put Elliot. Hopefully, made Elliot name proud. So shout out to Pappy, and also another shout out. I got a good friend listening tonight. Really important to me. This is the first time watching a broadcast. Jen, if you're watching still, if you ain't fell asleep, thank you for watching this broadcast and hope you enjoyed it. And that's pretty much it for the night.
All right, Larry. Well, again, job well done. Congrats. Thanks for talking to us. Have a good holiday.
Larry's beating himself up, but man, he had a good race there. All right, I'll see y'all in 2 weeks at Dega. Later.